Nation, and today, I'm doing the first ever, so you can see in the background I have some Fire Pro Wrestling going on, but I will not be competing. I will be letting the CPU play out because today, officially, January, by the way, Happy New Year, everyone. It is January 1st, sorry, not January 1st, sorry, my dates are off. January 4th, I believe, if I'm correct. Shit, 3rd. January 3rd and 4th is Wrestle Kingdom. Now, a lot of people are wondering, oh, are we going to get a Wrestle Kingdom this year? Yes, New Japan has delivered once again and has an amazing New Japan card for tonight's Wrestle Kingdom. So, you know, it's going to be quite so special. So I'm going to look up the Wrestle Kingdom card right now. There's a lot of matches to go through. You know, it's a lot of cards, a lot of matches. And then we also have a night 2, which night 2 is going to be fully compact. So we're here at the Sun Sports. And, well, here we go for night 1. So night 1, starting us off, there is a pre-show. I don't know if there's a pre-show. Starting off for night 1, by the way, the main event, the winner of the main event will defend both their titles against the Kiwi sensation Jay White, and the winner will fight Tachi Ishimori for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. So we'll get to that, but let's start at the bottom of the card. Let's start at the top right here, and here we go. Alright, so, here we go here. So, Hiromu Takahashi versus El Phantasmo. Now, El Phantasmo, I'm not talking about the guy from NXT, no, I'm talking about the white version, not to be racist, from Japan. He's gonna be back in New Japan. This is his first match back because he won the Super LJP Cup, which was an awesome, he won a really good main event. Leo Rush was in it. It was a fun tournament. Chris Bay. It was a fun tournament. Really fun tournament. But El Phantasmo was on his game and won that tournament. So now he has the right, which Hiromu requested, to fight Hiromu Takahashi in a singles match. And I'm expecting this match to be out of the ballpark. Now this match, it's going to be fun. It's going to be very fast-paced. Probably a lot of hard-hitting. Probably a lot of broken spots. Now, do I think it's going to be as good as Will Ospreay and Hiromu Takahashi at last year's Wrestle Kingdom? No, I don't think so at all. But I think it's going to be a high-level another match for Hiromu Takahashi, showing continuing his great success. He's had a great 2020, and even though the stoppage happened, he had an injury. He came back. Dude is a legend. Dude is a god, and I hope he does win the Junior Heavyweight title back from Tachi Ishimori. Which, by the way, yes, I know this seems crazy, but here's the two scenarios. If Hiromu Takahashi wins, he fights Tachi Ishimori in a rematch for the title. But if El Phantasmo wins, he can fight his old tag partner, because they used to be teammates. They used to be the junior tag team champions. So it'd be a very, very full circle, because they're not really together anymore. So while it'd be a weird match, it'd be good storytelling. So for me, while I would love the good storytelling, you know what? I'm gonna stick with my gut. I'm gonna go with the time bomb. I think the time bomb beats El Phantasmo. Reason being is because Hiromu's just had a good year, and to start the year off with a victory would be great. And him and Taji have been going back for months now, and I think Hiromu's going to win that title again. So, I got Hiromu winning that title. Next, we have the tag team match of the night. Dangerous Tekkers, which is Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. versus my favorite team, the Gorillas of Destiny, Tangaloa and Tangaloa. Tamatoga and Tangaloa. This team is still part of the Bullet Club thing with Jay White. They're still teammates or whatever. But they made the return. They won the World Tag League from Villagers in another amazing classic. They continue to really elevate their classes. It's crazy. Fun match, but of course, Guerrillas of Destiny won, and now they have the right to fight I believe this is the normal tag team champs. The junior tag titles are held by someone else. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that's near there. Great tag stuff, and now they have an opportunity to basically win it. So I'm very excited for that, and it's gonna be fun. I can't wait for that. The match is gonna be amazing. I'm gonna go. Ooh, am I saying new champions, or are they gonna retain? I think. Fuck. This is tough because this can go any way. Both teams are heels, so this could literally go any way. I don't know, man. I really like the Tai Chi and Zack Sabre Jr., but I wouldn't be surprised if Gorilla of Destiny won the match. It's kind of a tough pick. I'm gonna go Gorillas of Destiny, but if the Dangerous Techers do win, I would not be shocked if I'm gonna be quick honest. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go Gorillas of Destiny. I'm gonna go G.O.D. Shout out G.O.D. Next, we have Kent, the certified holder of for the ID versus Kojima, basically. Kojima. I can't say his first name. I'm sorry. He'll take on Kojima for the IWGP United States Championship Challenge Right Certificate. So that's basically the briefcase that he won in the US Open Cup. He won in the New Japan American Cup, the USA Cup. It was a briefcase to decide who will fight whenever Jon Moxley can come back and take his crown as champion. But unfortunately, AEW has announced that no Jon Moxley will show up for Wrestle Kingdom. He's not allowed, unfortunately. So no Jon Moxley. So I'm not gonna expect a run-in or a setup. But when the time comes, it'll be Kenta versus Jon Moxley for the United States Championship. And look, I respect Kojima anyway, but Kojima and Moxley just doesn't sound like an appealing match. It just seems like an odd match. So I'm gonna go Kenta. So I got Kenta winning that match with the GTS. Next, we have Hirono Takahashi, the rock star, who had a really bad ending to his 2020. He'll be taking on the Great Old Khan, which is a series of Empire matches. So as you know, there's this new faction, the Empire, which I'll get into when we get to the next match. This one, I don't know, like the Great Old Khan is an interesting character. He's really good in some cases, but he's also really limited. He could just do like big chops and big slams. He could he's really quick, but he's like moves slow. So Great Old Khan is not bad. I like his character, but he's actually really small. So I thought he was gonna be a big dude, but he's really small. So while the Empire group is really strong, I like the group. There's a couple things they need to fix. So, but for this match, do I say Tanahashi gets a win in his first time in 2021, or do I say, oh no, my boy, what's his face? Great Old Khan wins. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna go Tanahashi. I think Hiromu's gonna, not Hiromu. Damn it, I always get confused. I'm gonna go Hiroshi Tanahashi. I'm gonna go Tanahashi. I think Tanahashi's gonna win. I think the ace is gonna, not the ace, but the guy that's been part of New Japan is gonna start getting some wins this year. I think he's gonna have a really good bounce back here, and I hope he does. He had a really bad, he had some good matches in 2020, like the match with Jericho in the beginning of the year, and he won that. But I feel like after that, and he started doing the tag stuff with Kota, it just went downhill. They even had a match. Yeah, him and Kota had a match, and Kota won that. So it's not going very well for the rock star. So I hope he has a bounce back year, and I hope he shows his true self, man. Because he wasn't himself this year, I'm gonna be honest. And this is the most anticipated match of the night for me, especially because I love these two. Tsukushika Okada versus Will Ospreay. Now there's a special stipulation with this special singles match. If Will Ospreay wins, Okada will have to retire. But if Okada wins, he will have some serious consequences for Will, and what that means is basically Okada stays in the business if he loses. Now a lot of people are thinking they're gonna let him pass the torch to Ospreay, which is very interesting choice. This is a tough one for me. When I saw this match was happening, this was really tough. This is not an easy choice because anyone could win this. Like, imagine the Empire shutting down Okada, the Ace, who had a very up and down year. I won't lie. Like, he had some ups, but he's had some really bad downs. He lost that four-man tournament to win like his own championship. He lost that to Yano. So it's, I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough to say what Okada's year is going to be next year, or how long he's going to be able to go this year, especially because he's further down the card. This match is going to be further down the card. It's not going to be in the main event with guys like Naito and Kota and Jay White. So, you know, this is tough, but I love you, Okada, and I don't want you to retire. But I think for storyline purposes, I think you go with Ospreay. I think Ospreay's gonna win. The reason I have Ospreay winning is because it's gonna really give a lot of heat for Ospreay. Ospreay wants the heat. He turned heel during the New Japan Cup when his girlfriend, Bea Priestley, interfered against Okada, and he did the blade move. He did the silent blade to Okada's head. And I think it's time for Will Ospreay to truly become the god himself and head into the heavyweight division. I think it's time for him to head into the heavyweight division. I know a lot of people don't like him. I know. A lot of people are like, oh, he was an asshole. And I know he's an asshole, but I was able to forgive him because I saw his apology. His apology was really good. And he at least apologized. A lot of the people that got accused, the men that got accused, they didn't apologize. But he did. He was one of the only people that had a sincere apology. But I know a lot of people don't like him and don't respect him, but I got Will Ospreay winning this match. I got Ospreay winning. So, sorry. And finally, the championship aspirations, which is the match happening right now. Tetsuya Naito versus Kota Ibushi. Oh, where do I start with this match? Well, let's start all the way back. So Kota Ibushi won a tournament to win the briefcase to fight Tetsuya Naito, aka the G1, to fight Tetsuya Naito at Wrestle Kingdom. However, Jay White gave him a challenge. He said, hey, you didn't really prove yourself until you beat me. So, Kota, the man that he is, very humble, took the challenge and said, I'll fight you. They fight, and in surprising fashion, Kota actually lost. He lost the briefcase to Jay White, and then basically lost it. So he lost the briefcase. So that means Jay White now has the briefcase. And what that means is, so that happened. And while that was happening, Naito had a bit of a feud with Evil. They wrapped up that feud after the special baseball stadium event. I forgot the name of the event. I think it was Summer Struggle. I think that was the name of it. They ended their feud after Naito coming on top, winning the title from Evil with fireworks. And Naito's been champion ever since the stoppage. He's been champion. He's done everything. Naito's been the champ. Now, I don't know why Naito lost to Evil in the first thing, because I know Evil won the tournament. I don't know why he lost in the first place. But Naito won. Naito won the title back, and now Naito's the champ going into Wrestle Kingdom. This is his first Wrestle Kingdom going in as the world champ. He's been going into Wrestle Kingdom as the IC champ before, but never the IWGP title. And he never won the IWGP title until an amazing match last year against the god himself, the Rainmaker Okada. which he beat clean in the center of the ring with his finisher, the Destinino. And I went crazy, bro. That match was awesome. That Wrestle Kingdom was so good. so good. But now we're gonna see what happens. I don't know how good Wrestle Kingdom's gonna be this year. I don't know if it's gonna bore me or it's gonna be really fun. But for this match, this was the toughest one because this can really go either way. Because if you think about it, if Tetsuya Naito wins, he gets a shot at Jay White. Because by the way, Jay White, since he has the briefcase, Jay White will fight the winner of the main event the next night. So Jay White could be walking out with both championships. Or Jay White could say, I don't need the IC title, I can just have the world title. Because I feel like that's what they're gonna do. Because why would they combine the titles, keep them 2 titles, but don't like let other people get a shot at the IC title? Because both titles get defended. You know what I mean? So I think for me, especially, I think they're gonna split the titles again. And the first person who's gonna split the title is gonna be the winner in night 2, which I'm going to say who wins the whole thing right now. So, but for this match, this is so tough. I could say Kota, because Kota and Jay have had some beef since the tournament, since the G1. But you can also say Naito could fight Jay White because they've also had beef before. Oh, this is tough. Oh, man. I'm gonna go... I can't pick one. I'm doing it. I'm gonna go Tetsuya Naito. I know a lot of people like, this is Kota's moment. I do agree. If Kota does win the title, you could prove me wrong. Kota has worked his ass off to win a championship. And I hope it is this time. But my heart loves Naito, and I'm gonna go Naito. I'm gonna stick with Naito, play it safe. But if Kota does win that title, I'm gonna flip out. I'm gonna go crazy because Kota has worked his absolute ass off to have this opportunity. So if Kota wins, I'll be happy. Any men, I'll be happy. But Kota, if you win that title, I'm gonna say it now. If Kota Ibushi wins this title tonight, and when he has to fight Jay White, Kota Ibushi will be Jay White. Kota Ibushi will go the whole way. He'll beat both men, he'll be the champ for months to come. However, if Naito wins this match, which is my pick, and he has to fight Jay White tomorrow night, I'm sorry to say it to Naito fans, but I think they're going to pull the trigger on Jay White. Jay White has proven why he is a god. He's proven why he is that ultimate heel that you would not want as champion. He'll get that attention. It's time for Jay White's time to take the throne. But that's only if Naito wins. If Kota wins, Kota's going to be Jay White. But if Naito wins this match, I'm sorry to say it, Naito, Jay White's taking your title. I know it seems crazy, but what are you going to do? It's tough to pick, man. Because I don't want to pick against Naito against Jay White. But I also kind of want to, because imagine, New Japan needs a new star to step up. And Jay White is the youngest out of both of them. It's a proven fact. Even though Kota doesn't look like he ages. Or Naito. Naito doesn't even look like he ages either. You know? Jay White's like 26, like almost like 30, I think. He's super young still. He's got the beard, he's got the look, he's got the physique. If he wins this title, New Japan is not going to shit. New Japan is going to bring up new stars to fight Jay White. But that comes at a cost. So yeah, that's the prediction. Now obviously the results are not in yet because the matches have not started. It doesn't start for another couple of hours. However, here's the lineup for night 2 that's already set. Oh, I talk about the IWGP one as well. So, here we go. So for the first time in a long time, we're going to be having a Fatal 4-Way for the KOPW 2001 trophy. The one that Toriano holds. So we're going to have a Fatal 4-Way for that title. Toriano defended it against, I think, Bad Luck Fale in a really funny match. And I believe he defended it. I'll go back and look. But yeah, then for the Junior Tag Team Champions, we got Ragachi, Tagachi, and Master Wato versus Suzuki Gun. El Desperado had an amazing year. By the way, his end of the year was really fantastic. He had a 45-minute classic with Hirono Takahashi. He took off his mask got ripped off, which is crazy. It was, oh my god, the match was so good. I recommend that match to anyone who wants to watch a really good match. Anyway, and Yoshibanu for Suzuki Gun, and then the 1/8, that's the name of their team, Riguchi Tagachi and Master Wato. So this tag team is going for the Junior Tag Team, and who are the champs? Suzuki Gun are the champs. So, am I gonna say new champion? No, not for this one. This team is way too young. They're very inexperienced. They're not a very experienced team. While Taguchi has been in some of the most experienced teams as trios, tag, I don't know. So, and by the way, Master Wato has really impressed me last year. He was a guy that's being trained by Toby Maccabee, which is a beautiful trainer, and I'm so happy for him. Like, he is a really good guy, and he has massive potential in the junior division. He's super athletic, he's super quick, and I understand why a lot of people like Master Wato, aka the Wato hype. So, and I'm part of that Wato hype train. I hope he possibly wins a title this year. So, so shout out to him. But I'm gonna go Suzuki Gun. Then we have a really big boy heavyweight clash. Shingo and Jeff Cobb for the Open Heavyweight Championship. Another member of the Empire who's going to be going for Shingo. Shingo, he was really disappointing in the New Japan Cup. The one that started during the pandemic. He lost in the first round. And I was really saddened and depressed because he did so well in 2019. But the end of the year, he ended really strong. He defended the title against Minoru Suzuki. He finally got his win back. He had a great feud with that. Then he had a great feud with Sho, which of course Shingo won. So, very up and down year for Shingo, but the end of 2020 for him was fantastic. And I expect a little better year from Shingo. I hope Shingo comes in swinging in 2021 and goes huge to the top. So, and I really respect Jeff Cobb, but I think it's Shingo's time to really start defending that title. So I'm gonna go Shingo. I got Shingo winning the match. I do not see Jeff Cobb winning. Reason being, one, he just joined a faction that, you know, is already in a big match, and two, Jeff Cobb right now, he's not really championship material. I don't think so. He's kind of just a big dude. If he proves something to me if he proves to me that he can cut promos and stuff, like how Shingo can, then I'll say, alright, championship material. But if not, I can't put your championship material. So, yeah. Then we have one of the best rivalries of the year. One of the most emotional turns since day one. The two tag teams breakup collision. And what I mean by that is Los Hijos de Japón and the two top tag team members who have been champions for months and years, but now they're fighting on the other side. I'm talking about Evil and Sonata. So at Wrestle Kingdom, we're getting a rivalry special one-on-one match. Evil versus Sonata. Now these two, after this, basically when Evil turned heel on Naito after winning the cup, he turned heel and joined a Bullet Club. And everyone was shocked. Even Sonata. Sonata had enough. Sonata went on a run of just domination because he was so frustrated that his one good teammate left him. Yeah, he was left to dust. He had to team with Shingu, which is not the same. And even Evil and Sonata was contemplating if he could try to regroup, and Naito tried to regroup everyone because Evil was one of the best muscles of Los Días de Japón. But Naito had to keep the group together. And while it's only 3 people now, it used to be 4. Four people in Los Días de Japón was Shingu, Naito, Evil, and Sonata. Now, take out the 3rd guy. So now it's 3. It's Sonata, Shingu, Naito. Those are the 3. Those 3, they've been broken down by Evil's lever, but they're still having very good success. And Sonata wants revenge. And you know what? In this match, I'm gonna give it to him. I don't think Evil's gonna win this match. I got Sonata. Even though I love Evil's theme song and the way he looks and how dominant he can be, I just hate his low blow. He low blows way too much, but that's near there. Sonata had a really killer 2020, and I think he's going to continue in 2021 with his big win against Evil in a rivalry one-on-one. So, but yeah, it's going to be a really fun time. Can't wait for that match. That's night 2, by the way. And then, okay, so the IWGP. So remember, like I said before, if El Phantasmo wins, he'll fight Taiji Ishimori. But if Hiromu Takahashi wins, he will fight Taiji Ishimori, the Bone Soldier, in night 2. And that match in night 2, whoever wins, whoever the match is, I think we're gonna have a new champion, like I said. So if Hiromu Takahashi wins, he will beat Mr. Taiji Ishimori. But if El Phantasmo wins, he will fight his partner. And honestly, I think he wins that title. I'm gonna be honest. I think he wins that title. I know I respect Taiji Ishimori. He's had an amazing 2020. But I think Taiji Ishimori, it's time for him to move on to something bigger. So I think he take the title off him here. And then we talked about the main event, obviously, in night 2. The big main event versus Jay White. It could literally be anyone. Oh, but another prediction I also think could happen is a 60-minute time limit draw. This match will be 60 minutes long. And if it goes the distance, and it's like really good and intense, if that match goes to a draw, do you know what happens next? A triple threat for the title. Because Jay White doesn't have an opponent. Imagine that, a triple threat. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And I think that's it for the card. Yeah, that is it for Wrestle Kingdom 15's card. The show will be on tonight at 3 a.m. Eastern Time. I think it's like 1 a.m. Pacific or something like that. I don't know. And then night 2 is going to be on an hour earlier, 2 a.m. It'll be on. So, next 2 nights I'm not going to be getting sleep. But it's fine because I'm going to be watching some of the best pro wrestling to start off the year. Because this whole couple weeks is going to be crazy. So, first off, we're starting off with shit, aka Monday night. And then we're going to do shit again on Friday night last week. And we had the awesome Brody Lee tribute, which I wanted to do a review for that, but that'd be disrespectful. So I didn't do a review on it. I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm doing it to get views. No, I'm not. I'm not. R.I.P. Brody. You're the man. And now this week, now we head back to normal schedule program. We have this week AEW's big New Year's show, New Year's Smash. And the main event is Kenny Omega and Rey Fenix. Bro, this week's gonna be crazy for me. Do you know how crazy it's gonna be for me especially? It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. That match was supposed to happen last week, but due to the Brody Lee death, they had to move that to the tribute move the tribute up and then move that back. But they're gonna move it back. They're gonna do both shows in the next 2 weeks. And do Japan and now AEW will be on the road to Revolution. So and that's the next pay-per-view. So probably start building towards that after New Year's Smash. And there's also Beach Bash before New Year's Resolution. That's not New Year's Resolution, against before AEW Resolution. So yeah, it's gonna be a really fun time tonight and the next couple days. Wrestling for everyone. But I hope you guys enjoyed Wrestle Kingdom, whoever's staying up and watching it. I will be in Twitter talking about Wrestle Kingdom. My @ is the John Moxley fan. I'm just like it's a Moxley page, but I'll be talking about New Japan. We talk about New Japan, AEW, WWE, and any other wrestling company, MLW. Oh, and I can't forget about MLW, by the way. If you guys want me to do an MLW review of King of Colossus, let me know, because MLW has a banger show coming up because they got Myron Reed and Leo Rush in the same ring. Leo Rush makes his MLW debut. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I hope you guys enjoyed. That is your boy Brian, and enjoy Wrestle Kingdom. And I'm out. Peace.